My name is Elitsa Ivanova. I'm a qualified Bulgarian solicitor. I've passed the QLTS assessments on my first attempt, so I'm now also a qualified English solicitor. I graduated law in Sofia in 2004. I joined CMS Cameron McKenna in 2006 and I'm working here since. In December 2014, I headed the banking and finance group of the Sofia team. It was a logical choice for me. I work in an international law firm headquartered in London. I often work as part of multi-jurisdictional cross-border teams, and many of the finance documents I work with are under English law. So I've decided to take the QLTS as a way to raise my profile as an international lawyer and to be able to service our clients better. The syllabus for the assessment was very comprehensive, and in addition to that, the format of the assessment was unknown to me. I was working full-time and I wanted to actually spend my time studying rather than collecting materials for the assessment. I come from a civil law background. I've decided to take a preparation course and I chose QLTS because it was recommended to me by colleagues and contacts who have previously been successful on the assessment. I was very pleased with the quality of the training provided to me by QLTS. The materials were very helpful, they were very comprehensive and covered all of the materials that were required for the assessment, but at the same time very concise. The online database with mock tests was really very helpful because the questions and the format of the questions was very similar to the actual questions during the exam. I was also very pleased with my tutor for OSCE. I was working full-time, so time was important and it was also scarce. For the MCT I had about 3 months, during which time I studied mainly during the weekends, because being full-time lawyer in a transactional team makes it really difficult to manage your time during the week and have free time to study. So I was studying mainly weekends, and I was able to take a few weeks off before the actual exam. That helped. For the OSCE I had more time, but during this period I was also on a secondment with an international bank. So for me it was really important while I was there to learn. I had less time to study, less free time. I was trying to be involved in as many matters and transactions as I possibly could. So I was again studying weekends, I would say 5 to 6 months, and I had a few weeks off right before the exam, which was very important. My firm was very supportive of my studies. They actually provided me the resources to take the course, and they also allowed me time off before the exam so that I'm able to better prepare. I was nervous, but I was also confident because I knew the format of the assessment, I knew what was required of me, and there were no surprises at the exams. I'm part of the banking and finance team of CMS. I'm based in Sofia. I am heading the banking and finance team here, so I have an overall responsibility for the performance of the team. At the same time, being an English qualified lawyer, I work on complex cross-border multi-jurisdictional transactions which may not necessarily have a nexus to Bulgaria. I consider myself a transactional lawyer and I have expertise in structured commodities, trade finance, corporate finance, real estate and leveraged finance. This said, I also advise on a variety of other matters such as regulatory matters, insolvencies and capital markets. Being a dual qualified Bulgarian and English lawyer certainly gives me an advantage over my peers. I believe that I'm more versatile and more sophisticated lawyer now. Absolutely, especially if you work full-time or if you come from a different legal background, such as civil law background. It is a difficult exam, so do not underestimate it, especially if you come from a jurisdiction that is not common law. Allow yourself sufficient time to study and prepare for the assessments. I would recommend QLTS to anyone who works in an international law firm or aspires to work in an international law firm, especially in such areas as banking, M&A or private equity. A lot of the key documents that we work with in those areas are under English law anyway. As the world gets more global, it's important that we lawyers adjust to the needs of our client and be where our clients are. And to be able to service them, it more and more often requires a multi-jurisdictional international background.